Hello. So, in today's video, we're gonna answer some more questions. I already did a Q&A video a while ago to celebrate the first anniversary of this channel. And, I promised a part 2 because there were just way too many questions. I didn't expect that many. So yeah, here's a part 2. Okay, I have my questions all right here. I'm a bit more prepared now, so let's start. Also, I want to do some hand movements to go along with my whispering. Okay, so the last question of the first video I didn't answer, and that was the question if you could briefly travel back in time to a point in your past life, and we're only able to give one bit of advice to your younger self, what would you go back to, and what would you say? That's a tricky question. I'm not sure what the best point in time would be to travel to. Because I can only think of something like more broad, general, like to just go for it and to be less, not scared, but like intimidated by things, and just like try your best and do the things that seem fun and interesting. Yeah, but I can't really think of like a specific point where I would travel to. But yeah, I can't really think of like a specific point because like it's not like there's like a specific time that is like very I don't know, where I regret anything specific. I think so. I guess a more general thing. The next question is, what is your height? So I'm pretty short. I'm about 155 centimeters tall. I think I might be maybe a little bit taller. Maybe like 2 centimeters tall. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 155 though. Yeah, I think that's about 5 feet and 1 inch. So yeah, not very tall. Rather short. Then the next question is favorite Jojo part and character, because of course people have noticed my Jojo figures, Dio and Jonathan, and then there's a little Naranja, like an android. My favorite Jojo part, I would say probably. Okay, so I only watch the anime. I haven't read the manga yet. I'm thinking about it. Because it's probably gonna take a very long time until the next part, the next season comes out. So, but I already thought that about Stone Ocean, and then I never got around to reading it, and all of a sudden it was there, the anime was there. So yeah, I don't know. So I can only choose amongst the anime parts, and I would say that my favorite part is part 5, the Golden Wind. I don't necessarily think that it's like the best part, like story-wise, or like it feels like the stakes aren't that high of that, like compared to some other parts. But it's just the setting, you know. It takes place in Italy. Everything looks so nice. The character, like so many characters that I really like, and the character design is just, the character designs of all the characters just so fun. Like they all look so cool and fun. It's really, the music is great. I just like it. The entire aesthetic, the entire vibe. It's so fun. It's so pretty, and of course it has Bruno, which is it my favorite character? Is he my favorite character? I'm not sure. I really like him. How could you not? How could you not? Bruno is the man, but I'm not sure. There's so many likable characters. Yeah, I don't know, but I think he's a very strong contender. I like him very much. Okay, so the next question. Okay. Who's your favorite Jojo characters? Okay, I kind of answered that, I guess. And stands. And which arc in the series is your favorite? So I already answered the arc part, I guess. With the part 5, stand. Do I have a favorite stand? It's a little hard to say. I wish I could just give you a proper answer. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. It's like hard to choose. I don't know. Like there are so many cool stands, but also there are so many stands that I feel like they have so much potential, but you just don't see it, you know. So I feel like so many stands. You know, I would have liked to see more of them because I feel like they could be very powerful if used correctly and stuff. I mean, I guess Heaven's Door is kind of cheating because that is just absolutely like OP. So even though that is the coolest, because it is so OP, and it's so strong, but also it's very practical. Like you could just use it every day. I would just turn myself into the most talented, like into the smartest person ever. Though I'm not sure how far, like what the limits of the stand are. But yeah, I mean, if I could choose a stand to have, definitely that one. Then, what's a goal that you've carried with you since childhood? I don't know if I can give like a perfect answer. Because I'm not sure if I have like a goal that I like still, that I've something that I've wanted as a child or whatever, that I still like, that I like actively like pursue right now. I mean, I guess some goals that I had as a child were like, I wanted to be a pop star, like a lot of girls probably. I really love to sing, and I thought, you know, being a singer is super cool. Obviously, I don't really want to be a pop star anymore. I mean, obviously. It does not seem that great to be that famous. But I think in my last video I mentioned like I would really like to do like explore things creatively, and I wouldn't mind like trying out like music stuff for fun. I mean, I would like to do that because I would just like to try like a lot of like artistic, creative things. So I guess I would kind of like to do that, but I don't want to be like a famous pop star. Also, what I would also wouldn't mind having, what I've always wanted, is like to live in like a really cool mansion, like a Victorian mansion or a castle kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like if it was a mansion with like some type of tower, it doesn't have to be a big one, but like a cute little tower, that would be cool. But they're probably really expensive, so yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that would be cool. I wouldn't say no to that if I had the opportunity to get it, I wouldn't say no to that. So then what's the next one? How do you have such good lighting, and what's your advice for someone trying to focus on lighting for videos? How do I have such good lighting? Thank you, first of all. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube videos that kind of like explain like how to do lighting for shots and stuff. Even specifically for like YouTube videos, if you want that. I mean, I can tell you what I'm doing, you know, like I have like this one light right here. It's a big ring light, and so it's like the main light to illuminate my face. And I put it like kind of to the side because I feel like you can put it like right here. However, that kind of illuminates everything like equally and evenly, which is a look. But for this, I kind of think having some shadows on the face is kind of nice. And I think on this side, having it on this side, I think it's flattering on me, so I like it that way. Then of course I have like this like fairy lights. Okay. We're still going, not gone yet. Then I have this fairy light curtain that I got a long time ago, and I thought it would be perfect for this because it's so pretty and colorful. And then you can see I have like this light right here on my hair, which I really like, because it kind of separates you from the background, and it just makes it look like extra fancy. So I feel like just having like your main light source, some type of light that you can like shine onto like your head to separate you from the background, that is nice. And then maybe some like lighting in the back. It doesn't have to be like a full fully illuminated background. It could also just be like some little lights, whatever. What do you have? Like for these lights I could use. These are like little video lights. But you could also just put them kind of like that in the background, like on the shelf. Maybe 2 different colors or whatever. Like you don't have to have like an entire curtain full of light, right? But that could make it look more interesting, give your shot more depth, stuff like that. But there's so many tutorials on YouTube. Depending on what what type of lighting you want, what type of setup you want. Okay, next question. Favorite trigger and least favorite trigger. Okay, again, I don't think I have like a straightforward answer for that. So for favorite trigger. I mean, I really like mouth sounds. And I really like visual stuff. Like whether that is like some really like nice hand movement, or like something with a light, like a flashlight or something. I really like that stuff, especially when you like pair the visuals with maybe some sounds that just kind of go with it very well. I don't even have like a specific sound that I feel like goes super well with like visual triggers. I don't know. So I guess I like that. Yeah, like visual stuff. Visual stuff with some nice sounds is always good. And then my least favorite trigger. I don't think there's like triggers that I hate, I don't think, or like dislike. I don't care too much for like water sounds. Yeah, like whether that is like spraying water, like the kind of stuff, or like I guess like shaking of bottles can be nice, but like typical water sounds, they're not really that, I don't know, they just don't do it for me. I also I'm not like a fan of like eating ASMR, like where people just eat a lot of stuff, especially if it's a lot of like sweet stuff, candy, but not because there's anything wrong with that or that I hate the sounds. It's just like seeing someone eat like that much sweet stuff makes me feel sick, as if I'm eating all of that. Of course, I mean, not exactly as if I was eating it, but you know, it's just like, ugh, I just can't stop thinking about like how like sweet that must be, and like how sick you would feel after. It's just not relaxing to me, especially if what they're eating has like some like a texture, or it sounds, it looks like it has a texture that I wouldn't like at all. Like those like gel, or like gel crystals that you can eat, those candy crystals that are like, and they have like a weird it sounds like they have a weird texture, and I don't like it. Okay, if you could shrink any animal to become the size of a horse, what would you choose to use as your mighty steed? Okay, this is kind of boring, but a cat. I love cats. I have a cat. I just they're amazing creatures, and I would love to have a huge cat that I can, you know, that I can ride, that I can like snuggle up to and whatever. Like I'd never be cold again if you had like a huge cat. That would be really cool. Yeah, a cat, probably. Okay. Next question. Do you have a license to drive a tractor? Very serious question. Unfortunately, I don't. I can't drive a tractor. I also don't have a regular driver's license, just because I don't, it just really wouldn't make sense for me to do that right now, because I just mostly use public transport, and I just don't need a car, like at all, and cars are expensive. So I don't see why I should get a driver's license now. when I'm not gonna drive a car ever anyways, you know. I'd rather wait until I'll actually like, you know, until I'm actually looking to get a car and use that frequently, because I don't want to like get my driver's license now and then by the time I actually like I'm going to ride a car I've like forgotten everything, because that sounds like me. I would forget everything. So yeah, also sorry for all the noise. I don't know what's going on. It's I mean it's always loud, but I feel like typically around this time it shouldn't be this loud. I don't know why it's this loud at this time today. What is the most compelling or interesting part of ASMR that you both enjoy from ASMR artists you watch yourself and that you make yourself? That would probably be roleplay ASMR. I really like watching roleplay ASMR, and I also like making roleplay ASMR. Yeah, I really like, especially if they're like a little bit strange or like parodies, or I don't know, like a little silly, a little humorous. I like that a lot, and I like to make that as well. So yeah, probably that. Then how much would it cost to have another doctor roleplay? I'm willing to give me an extra. Okay, you don't have to pay me. It's just that I haven't really thought of like another scenario for a doctor roleplay. I mean, I guess I don't have to come up with something like crazy, good or whatever. I don't know. Maybe more like simple scenario would do as well. It's just, I don't know, I just haven't really, and it's not like I tried to think of something and I just couldn't. It's just I haven't really, nothing has really like popped into my head, so I just didn't make another one. But I might, if you know, I can come up with like an idea that I like, I might do another one. I would like to. Next question. Is that a wig or not? It's not a wig. If my hair was a wig, it would look nicer. I mean, look at this horrible, like, look at this. Look how splotchy this is. No, if this was a wig, my hair would look nicer. It's my real hair. Can you please make more of these really unhinged roleplay videos? Yeah, I really do want to make more of these. It's just, I guess I have to just like do a bit more planning with these ones. But I should have time now. I should have more time to do that now. So hopefully I can make more roleplay videos. I should have more time to do that. And to sit down and like plan these a bit, because they need a bit more planning, because I have to think of a scenario and, you know, like, you know, what all the things that I want to do, all the like the props and triggers, and how I'm gonna implement them into like the story or whatever of the roleplay video. So Yeah, and then also some like jokes or whatever. But yeah, I have some like vague ideas for some roleplay videos, so I'm really excited to do these. Do you have any social networks? So some of you might have noticed, but I did put some links into my description. I have a I have an Instagram, like a personal one. It's called Meanie the Fool. And I also have a cosplay Instagram. It's called Meanie the Magician. So if you want to check those out, I haven't posted a lot, especially on my personal one. There's only one post right now. There might be. I mean, maybe when this goes up, there might be another one. I don't know. But yeah, they're like brand new. These, I just made them, these accounts. So yeah, if you wanna check them out, you can do that. I'm also working on doing some more, on some other social media sites, maybe TikTok or whatever. Yeah. So, but for now, that's it. You can find me on Instagram, Meanie the Fool, for like personal stuff or like behind the scenes stuff or whatever. And then Meanie the Magician if you want to see me in cosplay. Your hobbies, my hobbies. Have I talked about that? I feel like I had a question like that in the last one. Whatever. Well, yes, I did have that question. Whatever. So I like cosplaying. I like making ASMR videos. I look a lot. I'm sorry. I'm looking into the viewfinder a lot this video. I'm sorry. I like playing video games from time to time. I like to watch anime from time to time. Yeah, crafting and sewing in general. There's some other hobbies that kind of go into that. Crafting, sewing. Area, whatever. That I'm kind of like always like I'm not like fully committing to them, I'm like trying stuff out. I'm like, I'm not sure, maybe now I want to try this out. Oh, this looks cool, now I want to try this out. And yeah, so it's hard to, I like crafting, let's say that. And I like trying things out. So the next question is, are you a tsundere? I don't know what would give you that impression, but I don't think, if I had to like put myself into a box, I don't think I'm a tsundere. Maybe a tsundere? Is that the name? I think so. Like the shy one. I'm rather shy and awkward, kind of. So, in person, I'm like, yeah, I'm really shy and awkward. So, probably that. But not a tsundere. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not mean or whatever. Then the next question we have is, are you a drama theater kid? I.e., do you have a hobby, drama or acting background? Your videos are so well produced, doing such a good job acting your characters. Thank you, first of all. That's a really nice thing to say. No, I've never done anything like that. Also, the term drama and theater kid, that's not really, that's such an American thing. That's because here, like these like extracurricular activities not really that much of a thing here in Germany at German schools. So we did have like a drama club at my school, but I wasn't part of that because I mean I did think it was kind of interesting, you know, but dude, my social anxiety could never. So I guess this is a good outlet then, because I mean I guess also like the type of acting that I'm doing here is also a little bit, you know, different in its own thing, right? But yeah, no, I no, like even just the thought, not even of like of being on stage like that is awful enough, but not even that, but even just the thought of like asking to like or like what, I don't know, to be in a drama club or whatever, or anything, or audition or anything, like ew no, just thinking about that fills me with anxiety and dread. Absolutely not. So yeah, it seems like so much fun, but I couldn't. And then the last question for today: are you really a doctor? Sure. I mean, okay, I mean, really, for like legal reasons, no, I'm not a doctor. I don't. But sure, of course, I'm a doctor. I made 3 videos as a doctor. I mean, how would I be able to pull that off if I wasn't a real doctor? Okay, anyways. So, I think those were like all the questions that I thought were like interesting to answer in a video. So if your question wasn't in this video, I'm sorry. I also put in. I also picked out some questions from my last Q&A video that you wrote in the comments. So I mean, if you have any other questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Maybe in the future, not anytime soon, but maybe in the future I'll do another video. But yeah, here's the promised part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you in my next video. Maybe even a roleplay video. We'll see. I really want to do more of these. Good night, or